tickle fingers, yeah.
What do you mean?
So my exotic gives me a boosted weapon damage if it matches my super. So I pop well, because like that's the only real one that stays after I pop it. I use well, and then I swap to prismatic with tickle fingers, and then with my arc weapons I get a 30% damage boost.
Okay.
While I'm inside a well.
Alright. Wait, can you talk for me again?
Hello?
Perfect. I was just...
Let me pull up your stream.
I was messing with all
Wait.
A kink?
Why isn't it here? Following? I hate this update to Twitch.
You have to click on the... I don't even know.
They updated it like a year ago and I still don't get it.
How's Devin doing?
You might have grabbed a snack or something.
I don't even know who to play. What are we gonna do? The dungeon? Are we gonna do it fresh?
No.
I guess we can grab checkpoints. 2.
I have second boss checkpoint, and then you have checkpoint bot if we need it.
I have a checkpoint, I think, for someone. Unless it was reset.
Oh yeah, you do. I forgot it. We did that. On my Titan, I have Zoetic lock set.
Where is this new dungeon at?
Savathun's throne.
Yeah, I do. I got checkpoint for Helmet Warcock.
Okay, I'll join.
Let's see what other checkpoints I can grab too. I guess we don't really... I'm gonna look, but...
Root at least.
I can get root right now.
Let me join you before.
Okay.
It's interesting, you have a little arrow in Destiny, and mine's a circle.
This thing? The crosshair?
Like your little cursor on the screen is an arrow, a white arrow. Mine's a see-through clear circle.
I have initial drop chance of 0, bro. Sad.
We can... So, that's kind of why I have Zoetic lock set. Jesus. Zoetic lock set checkpoint is because to get the... Okay, let me back up. To get the exotic drop chance boost, we need to collect the 6 collectibles for this.
Okay.
Or something. And it unlocks the collectibles once you progress the Drowning Labyrinth quest tied to this dungeon. And it's just like the Icebreaker one, where we just have to progress it enough to unlock the collectibles for us to acquire.
Okay.
So I'm on collectible number 2 right now on my Titans checkpoint, if you want it. I could show you where Worm 1 and Worm 2 are.
Okay, I have to switch them to the character that has them actually.
Okay. You just need the Drowning Labyrinth quest all the way to the step to do it.
I don't think this character even has this quest, but...
Okay. And that's perfect. I'll get the checkpoint, and then I'll swap to my Titan too. So I can get you that checkpoint. So the first collectible is right when the dungeon starts. The second collectible is after first encounter, which is where my Titan's checkpoint is.
Okay.
And then the third one is right before this encounter we're on. And if you're not progressing the mission, we can progress you. Phil did it for me.
Which quest is it?
Drowning Labyrinth. Oh, fuck, I logged out of Destiny.
Pick up the hidden report on your findings and enter your promised code into the pyramid's machinery in their base camp.
Say that again.
Just pick up your hidden reports on your findings and enter your proposed code into the pyramid's machinery in their base camp.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so you're on the step right before the worms.
Okay.
So we just need to... That's literally at the start as well. So that step and then the first worm are right next to each other.
Okay.
Just give me a moment, I fucking messed up here. You can maybe start doing it.
Just go put in the code, right? I don't even know how.
Yeah. There's like a little table
I remember when
nearby.
that fucking room down below. Is that the room? That.
Yeah, where all those people are.
Mhm.
So like in that room next to that puzzle thing, there's like a table with something you could hold X on to pick up. That's going to be the report you need to find or whatever.
Look at this bug. This is why I say my game crashes.
What happened?
You'll see in the stream.
Right now you're still traveling to the location. It's hella behind.
It just breaks. I don't know what to say.
What breaks? Oh, because you tabbed out?
No, it's because my monitor shut off. Like, I don't know. It has a weird cord. And it's only for Destiny. So I just have to close it.
Little quirky game.
I just have to close it and start it up again.
That's like what my computer does when I tab out of...
Left 4 Dead or something.
No, when I tab out of Lethal Company, it just takes like 5 million years to pull it back up. Even and it's all like squished like that looking.
That's strange. It's probably just a Windows bug. I think it's a bug that happens when a game is natively full screen and some bug happens, I don't know.
Yeah, some like
Ratio aspect bug. I realized that if I tabbed out when whatchamacallit, and if I wasn't tabbed into Destiny, then it wouldn't break. The glitch wouldn't happen if I was tabbed out.
doing in there with the vanguards, nosy little spies, and all those grasping dread?
Oh wait, I chose my fucking warlock, didn't I? Jesus Christ.
And let you of
I'll be
all
back.
people in.
No, you don't want to be on your Titan, because then you lose
Clear
your
out the
checkpoint.
pests while you're there, why don't you?
Oh, you're right.
Exterminator suits you.
Okay. Envious Vorpal on your shotgun.
So nutty. I'm so excited to use that, bro. Especially on Strand Titan, bro. If I had Navigator, Catalyst...
That'd be really good for like Templar, where you can get up to his crit and just stand there for a minute.
If I had Navigator, Catalyst, I have the build literally for it. I just need to get the...
Okay. I'm watching the game on my phone compared to my TV and it doesn't look as good.
If you watched it on your TV, it would probably look really good.
If I pull up Twitch. So this, I think the papers are right here.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you type in this code. It's Savathun.
Okay. Oh.
Then it's the like white teardrop. Yeah. Savathun. Then the white teardrop. Any of them. And then it's pyramid, I believe. Does that progress your quest? Okay. So our first worm, you're on the step I'm on now. And it wants you to collect 3 worms as our first thing. 3 collectibles. And the first one's down here.
I don't know why my monitor just shut off for no reason. I love this issue. It's so fun. I'll be back.
Okay. It's kind of interesting. That time it pulled you the second you said that. But then sometimes your guardian will like stay for like a whole minute and then disconnect. It's just interesting.
It is weird.
Yeah, like right now it just barely says you left. But you normally when your guardian leaves.
Confirm. Wow, just kidding. I'm good.
What the fuck? It won't let me... Oh, there we go. I was like, it wouldn't let me emote. Hi, Devin.
Hello. What?
There is.
It's guild.
Oh, make a flag.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, there we go. I was like, why isn't it open?
Whoa, this is cool. We would have never found this.
This is how literally all of them are. It's fucking retarded.
Sad, unloved things put together so hastily. Now they're searching for a way to make it better. Something to bandage their spiritual boo-boos.
Unloved.
But you know what you're reading, don't you?
Just like the hand cannon.
I love this dual hand cannon.
Oops.
Wow, 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 wow. Carry on my way with God.
You can see them if you pull out your ghost. Holy shit. Almost walked off. You got first worm? I'll take you to second worm. I'm gonna go on my Titan. I didn't know when warlocks glide their knees or just touching their fucking face.
Whoa.
Okay, I'll invite you. I actually can't. Says sending fireteam invites to the Caesar is not allowed by your platform communication settings. What?
You're banned.
What it sounds like. I swear I've invited you before too.
And then where's the third one? Right before the boss.
Third one's right
finally
before boss encounter.
They're cracking down on your guys' game sharing.
Enough is enough.
Like, these motherfuckers are only paying half price.
Now you pay double.
They would do something like that.
Now you pay double. Oh my gosh, remember having to do warlords for buried? Haha.
Right.
Karev.
I still don't have the fusion rifle from Vesper's host. I never got it.
Sedge. Well, I don't have catalyst, so maybe you'll get it.
What the fuck? I was definitely not here. Oh, it's okay, it's open. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, no fucking way. I know I did that shit.
You say your name. What is it? What? That's one of my favorite videos.
There's a chest here. We can get it for you.
I don't want it.
Unless you already grabbed it on that character.
Probably.
It's above us. I don't remember how to get there. It's right here. If I could aim. I'll open the chest right now. It's open.
Where did it be?
Right here.
I think I already did. Oh, guess it's not.
I get nothing.
Rapid hit elemental honing.
Elemental honing has the largest damage buff in the game right now. But it requires you to hit 5 elements to proc it.
What do you mean?
I know, it's weird. So when you use one element, like Strand, I get 1 stack. 20 seconds. And it's a damage buff. When I used Arc, I get 2 stacks and it refreshes it another 20 seconds. When I use Void, same thing, granted another stack.
Ability? Or just damage?
Any damage with that element. So if you have 5 different elements, you could hit them all, and then you have 40% damage buff on that weapon for 20 seconds. So like with prismatic builds is like probably the only way you'll get that going.
Or an exotic that has music.
So this arc, scout rifle from this dungeon can intrinsically be 2 elements at once. When you have Firefly on it, it's a solar and an arc weapon. So literally hitting 1 headshot grants 2 stacks just from doing that.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I fucked up. Where is this worm?
Just die.
I can't fucking remember. Hold on. I thought I would. I remember where the 3rd one is. I don't think we're... Let me see. I think it's just up here. Yeah, it's just back in the last room. I don't know if we'll be able to do that.
Just die then.
I don't want to traverse all that. That was a lot.
Not really.
And put on the sword. Wait, it brings us here. I think we can Lathan him back. I killed myself. Because it's just down one of these tubes. I just don't remember which one. It's like the one in the middle of the room.
It's right here. You can't mantle, bro. You can't
Oh, I'm sorry, I destroyed your fucking platform. Let me grab a Lathan him. I didn't equip it. I just grabbed it. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. I just need my lions, and then I can definitely do that.
Whoops.
Shit.
Oh wait.
There, my lions.
Whoops.
Oh, I just booped you back.
Moving through.
That was a bad jump. Oh, it's right there. Damn it. I don't know if we can, because it's a little crouch thing.
That's what I'm saying. If I have this ice nade, I might be able to.
Oh, you're right. I have one too.
Okay. I just fell through. What the fuck is this?
I did. Whoa. I'm not even getting close anymore. I got better without lions on. That's hard. I don't know. Let me try. Or I'll let you try, I mean.
Oh, that was horrible.
How about
I'm trying to get my melee in.
how about I toss icicles beneath your feet and then you have another nade?
Not yet.
I'll toss mine to help you out. And then yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do this. What the fuck? My jump just-
Tell me when you have it on cooldown.
Okay, I do. I'll tell you when I'm gonna get a good. Okay, there. I'm literally here.
Oh,
Oh, that was so good.
no.
I literally got up there in one shot. It was perfect. Oh my gosh. I can't get in there, bro. It's just too small.
No way.
It's too small.
It was a crouch hole. That's what I'm thinking.
Wait, I got in. I got in. Thundercraft.
You did?
Yeah. That's
Hey. Nice.
Now where do I go?
Okay, so you know how just back up until you're in the big room with all the Grim flying. Like, you know what I'm talking about? And all those attendants.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're there, there's like those little bridges that connect to the wall.
Okay.
And one of those bridges lead to like that look like nothing, but it's one of those doors that you shoot to open. And the worm's behind there. There's not very many of them. I think it's the one right next to the one we're at.
Fucking right here. He just keeps dodging my instant hit. Going behind me.
Oh, I could just watch your stream. It's to the right.
It's not that one. it up there?
It's not where we came from. It's more towards, like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm watching your stream right now. You're touching your hand cannon. It's not these, it's on the other side of the room. Those doors you're shooting at.
I'm not sure where
It's like, it's almost exactly like the bridge where we are, but it's on the other side. The bridge that leads to me, but it's the other side.
I went to almost every other door. Except for the one. No, it doesn't-
You're going towards the right one right now. It's not in the center, it's on the right side. I don't know how to describe this to you because this stream is so delayed. Yes, one of these areas you're checking right now, it's just like that, but on the other side. It's the one on the wall that I'm on. The wall that I'm on. Okay. Oh my god, it's literally the last one you checked too.
The dread who moved into my brother's. I won't.
You'll see what I mean when I say I have to only shoot the front of it. You can't shoot the inside of the door, bro.
But I have had some lucky
It's just primary weapons don't do it for damage.
It does.
It's not enough.
We'll see.
I mean, like, it is, but it isn't.
engaged little.
With some weapons, it's just not. It's probably just that weapon because it technically has explosive payload. And it's a weird interaction with it. Just these, dungeon weapons all have that origin trait where they explode. Okay. The next room is after Zoetic lock set. I don't know if we could backtrack from the boss checkpoint we were on.
You don't know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We could definitely try. I just killed myself too. Join me?
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
2 years ago today, I reached Diamond 1 support in Overwatch 2.
Fuck, my shit probably just crashed right there. Yep.
I should see if we can backtrack first of all. I don't even remember where we come from. I think like high up or something. Oh shit, this is where we came from. Okay, we can backtrack. That's a good thing.
Let me join again.
It's one of these random squares that just doesn't have a square. I like how this strand weapon sounds when I fire it. Feels like I'm shooting little rubber bands.
Where am I going? I think I have one. Found one of these.
Over here. I was just shooting the weapon. Where'd you go?
I'm still here.
I don't know where the fuck. Oh, no way. There's a barrier. This is where we need to go. It's literally right there. This is where the worm is. On the other side of this.
What the fuck? We can't go there?
No.
That's sad.
We need to finish second encounter to get there.
Stupid. So dumb. It's not that hard.
Next full completion, we'll get it.
Yeah.
I'm at least at Zoetic on my Titan. But that's where the third worm is, on the other side of that. It's a little mirror maze before the boss fight. Mirror flipping.
Oh, we're killing ourselves or what?
No. I just killed myself to kill myself. Seeing if my ghost would go on the other side, but it wouldn't.
I don't have a way to kill myself. I do feel like... I don't know.
I don't think there's any way to wall breach right now, at least. There used to be an emote where you could just literally walk through the wall. That was so fucking funny when that existed. I could pull it out and see if it works. It's a retarded one too. Literally like the ugliest emote in the world. Wait, I don't know if I have it. I know Phil does for sure.
What is it called?
The Bureaucratic Walk. It's a purple emote.
Don't think I do.
Damn, Phil has it.
Where do I look for this? Collections?
Below where your sparrow is. Below your character. There's like an emotes tab. And all of them are in there.
What? Finishers are in here too?
Yeah.
Mm,
And you can customize what finishers you want. You just gotta grab them from collections.
that's what I'm saying. But where in collections is the emotes?
There is none in the collections. It's a whole tab right here for emotes. Below your character. You just open it up and all your emotes are there.
Yeah, but that's not finishers. I'm talking about finishers.
Yeah, you said emotes.
I meant finishers. Where do I keep my finishers at? Are they in collections?
Yes, they are in collections.
Which tab though?
Where your sparrows and shit are in equipment, I think.
Hmm.
I didn't realize there's so many blue emotes. Jesus Christ. There's like literally none when this game dropped. They have the fallen taunt emote, like the ones that dregs you when they kill you. This is the one Phil has, the gallop. And then you can like curate which finishers you have. Only the ones in your inventory will be used. So if you like only one finisher, you could just only have that one and it'll always pop that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was doing the Crota glitch to fling him off the map with the finisher, I used the swing scythe one only because that one was like one of the best ones to do it with. The crazy thing is that I got it to work.
Yeah.
Only once though. I've never done it again. It was one of the hardest things in my fucking life.
Bro, I'm literally teaching my sister the Civil War right now. She doesn't understand. Bro, okay. Do you remember in history class, right? When they talked about the settlers and the Louisiana Purchase and all this stuff, right?
The Civil War is literally over black people.
The Civil War? Or the Revolutionary War, sorry. The Revolutionary War. The first, the one when they seceded from Britain.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm trying, like, it's crazy. I asked my sister, did they not teach this to you in school? Like, like, all the things that happened? Because she's like, all of our land was stolen. And I'm like, no, the settlers bought it from, like, France and Spain and Mexico.
Only like half the country was bought. The other half we kind of stole from the Native Americans, and then the
okay.
people who had the Louisiana Purchase stole it from them as well.
But, okay, right, here's the thing. Okay, when the settlers came, right, yes, there were some some of those people that would come and they would just steal and murder and pillage, right? Some of them were like that, but not all of them. Not all of them were like that. Some of them just wanted to live there peacefully away from the tyrannical government in England. They were just refugees.
That's true.
All they wanted was their religious freedom. They didn't want the land.
But they just plopped themselves onto some piece of land that these Native Americans have been living on for thousands of years.
Native Americans didn't believe in owning land, so they welcomed them. Right? And so when the France were like invaded and they just took over Canada and kicked out all the natives there, and then they invaded most of like a big part of America, like the middle of it, like here's the thing, like Americans aren't the people that invaded the natives. It was Spain and England and France. It wasn't the
It was
Protestants.
everyone.
It wasn't the
It wasn't
Protestants.
exclusively us, it was everyone.
Right. Like what I'm saying, it wasn't Americans. You're right. It was not Americans at all. Because Americans are the people after that. That happened afterwards. America was after.
But we kind of did. I mean, like,
no.
the people who, yeah.
But that was 100 years ago. Nothing my ancestors did impacted that at all. That was my great ancestors. Nothing I did has anything to do with that at all. There's got to be limitations. You can't hold.
Wait, what do you mean?
Nothing in my generation or even my grandfather's generation.
Well, I know you didn't go and fucking stab an Indian in the heart with a spear.
Why are Americans being blamed for that?
Because it happened and Americans did it.
Some Americans.
And not only them.
Country. It wasn't
It
America,
was
the country.
everyone.
I agree. So, but like, why are we blaming America and saying that it's quote unquote stolen land when?
Because we're living on their land right now.
But natives didn't own it in the first place. They didn't believe in owning property, so that doesn't work. You can't say it's stolen if nobody owned it. That's what I'm saying.
That's just like concepts. Like, I don't know.
Well,
like there wasn't a concept of a nation before like people like the Native Americans didn't have a concept of a nation.
No.
They just lived here.
Groups of people.
And
there was nations.
Then other people who weren't from here started to live here, and then slowly it started to not become theirs.
Yeah, I agree, but like it wasn't just like to say that it was one group of people is not realistic at all, because it was not just one group of people, right? There was a land that didn't have civilization.
In the end, we are the ones living here.
Right.
The the country of America is where the Native Americans lived.
Is it wrong? I mean, yes, there is lots of evil done in the name of civilization, but would you rather live in the fucking dirt or have civilization come? It's like, yes, civilization, there's evil things that happen in the bringing up of civilization. That's every country, everywhere across the planet. It has nothing to do with the people that live in the country. As a whole.
What is your point, though? I just don't get it.
To say that, okay, because I think there's a narrative that Americans are to blame for the things that happened to the Native Americans. Yes, a portion of history impacted the Native Americans, right? But
like a large portion of it.
That's wrong. When Europe first came, the majority of the Native American population was wiped out instantly, right? From plagues. So the majority of the people that lived there...
And the remaining were abused, not abused, but like forced into other zones where they didn't live before. Like that's what the whole Trail of Tears is they were pushed out of the West
Yeah.
into the state of Oklahoma because the U.S. government was like, we're taking this, basically. Is all it was.
Yeah.
And that's like a known thing.
I know that, but I mean, I'm not saying like, but like what? That doesn't really impact America today at all. Like,
Well, because you're the ones benefiting from it. Like,
but so are the Native Americans. They got civilization too. They got roofs and houses, electricity, guns, food, power.
but like they lived in this one area forever, and then a group of people told them they couldn't live there anymore and forced them out.
Yeah.
Is essentially what happened.
Right. I agree.
A lot of the natives blame they gave them alcohol for trade, and the places they did force them to, they was shit land. They couldn't grow good crop anymore.
Yeah, because they've built their civilization around living in a certain place for a really long time, and then all of a sudden they're forced into another place they know nothing of.
Yeah.
Like they're forced into the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, when they like lived all across everywhere. But there's also like what, 7 different tribes in America or something like that.
There's a lot still spread out everywhere, because there's like, there's at least 4 or 5 here just in Montana still. They're just spread out everywhere.
Well, I mean, like main tribes like the Cherokee, the Inuit, like the big ones.
Yeah, it all depends. There's a lot. Like, there's a huge tribe over in the Washington area. I don't know which one.
Yeah, and they're all like different sections of the U.S. They all presided.
Damn, Skippy.
Give me 1 second. But like the big thing here with the Native American people is that we're not unique. Like there's many countries who have done it before. Literally the whole basis of Australia is the same thing. Like there's a native people in Australia, they're called the Aborigines, and they like same fucking thing happened to them, you know? It's just countries do that. Same thing with slavery. Slavery is worldwide. It's not like something unique to the U.S.
It's not a race thing. I mean, it was in the South, right? But it's not. It wasn't originally.
A large portion of slaves were black, but it's not exclusively a black thing.
It wasn't that white Europeans were selling black slaves. No, it was African slaves were selling Africans.
Yeah.
So like, it wasn't about race. It was about money. They wanted to abuse people to make money, to profit off of it.
But I'm just saying, like, the basis of many, like, the backbone of America at the time was slavery. And many foundations of many countries were slavery. Like, a large portion of them. Not every single one in the world is, but...
I wouldn't say that
a good portion of them were.
No, I would say that's not necessarily correct. I would say
That is extremely true.
There is a big component of slavery that was a part of the economy in America, but like there's other industries. Like there was the oil industry, there was the gold industry in California.
It was the like only industry for the first 100 years until they had a whole war about it.
There was industries in the north that like there was still, I mean, it was definitely a big proprietor, and it was definitely something that definitely should have not been what funded our country for as long as it did. But I wouldn't say like
I would say 99% of crops were probably from slave owners.
yeah, in the South, yeah. I would have to agree. But I think
And that's like a large portion of a country's income would be
yeah, and I think
from all the shit they grow.
the Industrial Revolution definitely changed the way work was done, you know, and so there kind of isn't a need for slavery as much in the world.
But that didn't happen until another like 80 years later.
I know, but and even at that time, there's still
I think they had like working electricity for like
yeah, there was also still
like
what is it
80
called?
years before they banned slavery or something like
Jim Crow
that.
laws literally only 60 years ago or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Segregation was still,
It's kind of wild how like recent
but I mean,
African American rights were.
the thing is that that's also a point that the left uses, is that, oh, America's racist. Well, some of America.
It was for a really long
Some
time.
of America was racist, but here's
We're
the
moving
thing.
in the right
The
direction.
thing is that when the North separated from the South and was like, look, you guys need to, we're done with the slavery shit, right? And that was
And
white
it's like-
Americans that did that. They had
All the
to go
people
up-
who supported the other side of the Civil War, they didn't just magically disappear when the war ended,
No,
you know?
yeah.
They all still existed, and their ideas lingered on for years.
Okay, am I wrong? But in your history textbook, the North were the Republicans.
Probably just a few generations, and like now, people aren't nearly as racist as they were,
No, it's
because like
definitely-
things change.
It's definitely getting away from that, and it's not like we didn't grow up. Most of us didn't grow up with that belief that racism is not in our generation, not like it was in our grandfather's generation. You know,
Exactly.
like
Every generation gets better,
yeah,
and that's all you could really hope for.
right, and yeah.
They're just mad at how fast it's progressing,
Well,
I think is mostly what it comes down to.
and I really don't think in today's age, there is not a single thing that any American citizen, regardless of color, can do that any other person can do, right? There's nothing, not one thing I can do that you can't do, Jonas, because you're Mexican. Because you're a U.S. citizen, you have the same rights as me, right? There's nothing you can
Yeah.
do that I can't do. So America itself, on the basis of laws, is not racist, inherently racist, right? That's fair to say. Not anymore.
But like, kind of what I'm saying is like, those ideas still linger on.
But that's people, and that's not based in the government of the America. It's not based in law. Like, there's no racist
Yeah.
laws, really, that I can think of. Maybe there is, but in some wacky states there might be some wacky laws. But that's
If it does, it's
local.
unintentional, and that's why they like rework them, because there's no way you can make laws that will last forever, you know?
No.
Like, things always change.
But I mean, well, here's the thing. I disagree. There are going to be absolutes. Murder will always be wrong.
And that's why there's like, yeah, that's why there's
Rape
things for that.
will always be wrong, and stealing will always be wrong. Those are absolutes. Like, never can any human go up and just be like, boom, shoot somebody in the head and just get away with that. You can't just do that, right? That's wrong.
Well, that's like the
No,
black.
always be
We're
wrong.
talking more of the gray in the black and white, you know?
What do you like? So racist? Like, are you saying like?
No, I'm
racist
saying like
laws are
those
gray,
problems are.
or-
No, I'm saying, yeah, exactly. The
Okay.
controversial things are the gray. And
But
there's things that are obviously black and things that are obviously white, you know?
But
But then there's also things where it gets muddy, and that's where there's a lot of debate, and that's why
But
there's
would
politics.
would you say that owning a slave is wrong?
Yeah.
And that would generally be an absolute. You shouldn't own people, right? So that's no longer a gray.
But the sad thing is that some places in the world probably still do.
Right. I agree. There is absolutely. Yeah, 100%. It is absolutely. I mean, China, all over the place.
So it's just like,
Yeah.
that's why there's so much gray. That's all I'm saying. Everything's a debate unless it's like
A modern
something that's commonly agreed upon.
a modern day gray would be transgenderism.
Exactly. All that.
Even though I don't.
And that's
think
why
it's
you
gray,
have
but-
like politicians and stuff to like sort out that gray area.
And then, so I think what people are confused about a lot is that people think America is based off the voice of the people, right? It is, but it isn't. Like, we elect people to be our voice. It's not that we get to say what we want, because that's just crowd, like, what is that, populist type of agenda, where the
Yeah.
crowd decides. No, it's not like that. We elect people that we
Popular
trust.
vote.
Yeah, we elect
Yeah.
people that we trust, because we can't trust the general crowd to control the country.
Yeah.
That's nonsense. You have to have elected officials. So it's not really a democracy, because a democracy is we all get to speak and we all get to decide. That's not what it is. I mean, yes, it is, but it isn't. Like, we elect officials to bring up laws
It's-
that we want, and those laws.
There's like an
are mandated
official
by
term for what we are. It's like a republic,
It's like
something.
democratic republic, but it's not a democrat. Or it's not a democracy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a democratic republic, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, what type of government is the U.S.? No. That's not what I want.
What makes us different from England is that the Queen is privately owned,
Mm-hmm.
and like the president isn't.
Right. Well, I would argue that Joe Biden was privately owned, but what do I know? I mean, from the recent fraudulent activities, it's pretty evident that the government was owned by some people when it shouldn't have been. Well, not owned, but ran by the money sent from other people. Look, this is what I believe. I believe.
Are we going to play Overwatch?
Please, I'm down. Let's do it.
How's Devin doing though? That's the real question.
I'm sleepy.
You don't want to?
I'm coming.
He always complains and then he's like, "Ah, man, I'm doing it." I like that. It's funny.
I am sleepy.
I'm at your front door.
No,
Get on
that was crazy.
It's like, no, that's like the response
Instant transmission.
Devin gives.
Yeah.
Are you ready? No. Okay, I'm at your front door.
Destiny. I almost ran Destiny again. Don't run Destiny. I don't want to.
What?
You know, So, do you guys remember a time when Americans were proud to be Americans? Like people,
I think they still are.
well, they are now, but
I don't think that ever went away.
I mean, but it was almost like,
You must be perked
That's
up.
debatable.
yeah, I would have to say the
A
narrative.
lot of people kind of started
Yeah, there was a narrative
feeling.
about America, and that kind of was a trend. Like, Obi, why am I in Destiny, bro? What am I doing?
Because you're rage clicking.
Literally. What is this? I didn't even No, but there is a big...
You know how like at
Go ahead.
like in high school when you went to like state sports events, there would be like an overly like patriotic school. Just like one of them that's like cheering way too much compared to all the others.
During the national anthem or something like that.
No, like during the games, like you know how it's like a ton of different towns.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of died with COVID, and then schools started struggling with funds.
Well, I'm saying like when we were in high school.
Yeah, that's what I mean. After we graduated.
Huh?
You talking about school spirit?
No, like you know how it like at a state sports game or something like that for school. There would always be like a ton of schools, like fucking I don't know.
Right.
The whole room just filled with different towns and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's always one that's like overly patriotic compared to all the others. Not like USA, but like towards their school, like overly cheery.
Yeah, I think what you're trying to say is that you're jealous because our school wasn't as loud as them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some of them that were like really loud and shit, and that's kind of what like I think the U.S. is compared to like other
Oh, I agree. We are that
countries.
Obnoxiously proud and cocky.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, this is the most free country in the world, and I kind of like the idea that America used to be the good guys, you know? Like, we used to come in and help countries and feed people like Red Cross and save countries. And I would like that to be the case again. And I hope
Now it feels bitter and sour because we've been taken advantage of.
Right. People are like, oh, America's so dumb, ha ha ha. But it's like, they don't even know where they would be without America, bro. Like,
half of them would be burned to the ground or been nuked by other countries.
Like, when we destroyed Japan, do you know how much money we put back into Japan after we destroyed it? Billions of dollars to rebuild Japan. And now, it's one of the most prospering economies of all time. Japan is. So, like, from the fucking crazy fucking dictatorship that they had in Japan to where they were literally, like, fucking, it's nuts. Like, the Japanese war was nuts. It was horrible, horrific. And finally, after Japan was liberated, it was able to not, because they were literally like forcing these people into slavery, and they would not industrialize themselves because they thought it was anti-Japan. And so we finally relieved these people of the tyranny of Japanese empire. And now Japan is flourished. And so it's like, yeah, America kind of big strong-armed them and killed a lot of them, but we also died a lot too for you guys to be free and to prosper. So you guys should be fucking thankful.
When I went to Japan, it was the craziest thing. Like, when you travel to every other country, all you need is a piece of paper basically saying I'm allowed to travel here. Japan, literally, when you land there, they get full fingerprint scans of all your fingers before you enter the country.
That's smart, though. I'm pretty sure that's how it would be if you entered America. Not maybe not to visit, but I don't know.
It's only for criminals. Criminals are the only ones that get their fingerprints into a nationwide database.
Mm-hmm.
Once you
Literally,
get
just for
arrested.
touring there, we had to scan our fingerprints, and then they let us in.
That's interesting. I think they're just doing it to get a record of you, probably.
Exactly. It's just kind of wild. No other country I've ever been to did that.
Mm-hmm. I would like to go to China, but not right now.
It was cool. Just don't use their search engine.
Yeah. I wouldn't